The astrophysicist and occasional guitarist Brian May joins us on the programme. Brian, it's great to see you. Hope you're well. Tell us just a little bit about the album, Another World. Why the decision to remaster it and put it back out there again?
The main reason was that it just wasn't available. I realised that none of my stuff from that period was out there, not on Spotify, not on Apple Music, not on YouTube, whatever. And I just thought, this is something I'm proud of, it's part of me, so let's go back. And I talked to the record company. I've told this story before. I discovered I didn't have a record company for my stuff. I hadn't even looked at this for so many years. But this is from 1989, and to me it's still very relevant. It's about another world, like a parallel universe. It's a very emotional album because I was going through some emotional stuff at the time. But I'm hoping that it relates to people these days. It's a whole new generation that gets to see this. It has optimism. It has a search for truth and a search for light. It has a lot of pain in it, but I think people relate to pain, and I think sharing pain is a good part of music. So I wanted to put it out. I want it to be out there because I'm proud of it, I guess. Always have been. There it is. It's Another World.
Wonderful. Viewers may well be detecting, subtle references to the world above us, the outer space and the rest. And of course, you've got the launch. I think it's this evening. One of my favourite places on Earth, the observatory over in Greenwich.
I love it there, yeah. I'm very privileged to be able to present it tonight, 7:30. And what I'm doing is sharing it with the world, hopefully, via my Instagram, Brian May for real. And we're on my Instagram at the moment. So, Neil, if you want to say hi.
Guys, if you're directing, hello, the internet. Yeah, we're also on
Bright
television,
TV.
Brian. That's also still a thing, remember.
Yeah, we're not quite as big as Sky News, but we're working on it.
Yeah, no. So where did these kind of twin loves come? Of course, everyone knows by now, surely knows by now about the PhD in astrophysics. But more than that, I mean, there has been a lifelong fascination, hasn't there? Same as myself. I cannot stop myself from gazing up.
Yeah, well, it came from Patrick Moore, I think. My dear friend Patrick Moore, who became a kind of adopted uncle to me. I used to beg my parents to be allowed to stay up for as late as 10 o'clock to see The Sky at Night, and he presented that show for 50 years, which is a world record. Every time that music came on, you see, already it's linked. That stirring, wonderful music that made you feel like you were looking into the cosmos. I was hooked, and I wanted to be an astronomer, and I wanted to be a musician as well. I actually wrote to Patrick when I was a kid. I must have been about 9 years old. And what I asked him was, what is the music that your program starts with? And he wrote back on his typewriter personally and said, it's Pelléas and Mélisande by Sibelius at the castle gate. And I rushed out and bought the record. I still have it. And it's been a great inspiration to me. Music and astronomy always do seem to go together, it seems to me. Most of the famous astronomers in history have been musicians too, including Isaac Newton. And we run a thing called Starmus. My dear friend Garrick Israelian, the eminent Armenian astronomer, runs Starmus every year or a couple of years. And it's a combination of astrophysics, astronautics, and music. And it's a rocket. It's something great. Everybody smiles the whole time.
Well, I sincerely wish you very, very well with it. Enjoy yourself tonight. You're back on tour a little later this year. I spoke to Adam Lambert last year. He's a star. Anyway, Brian May and all your followers on the internet, thanks very much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Neil. God bless.